Okay, so I'm gonna try something a little different today. I'm gonna do an update on my clover. This was the clover. If you go a couple of videos back, fucking the deer down there. This is the clover that what I like to refer to as mud seeded. I planted this in the food plots that were annuals last year. And what I like to do is, if you guys been following me along the past few years, is go from annual to a perennial. The reason I do that is because most of the perennials have bulbs or brassicas or something that the deer need to work the ground to get to. So what that alleviates for me is having to till the ground. So if you go a couple videos back, you see one of my plots especially, it's basically bare dirt. One of them wasn't, it didn't come in too good this year, but I attribute that to, it was just a little bit too much grass. It's spotty right now, but I'm going to show you my other ones. And I think you'll be pretty happy to see. Now these plots were not prepped at all. Again, I didn't run a machine on these at all. The only thing I did was, which is interesting as well, is I didn't put any lime down, and I couldn't get any low nitrogen fertilizer. So what I got was 10-10-10, and I put that down. Now they say you shouldn't put anything with nitrogen down on clover because it creates its own creates its own nitrogen. But I mean, for not doing anything to this clover, I'm pretty happy with it. So let's take a look. Let's see if I can flip the camera around, which I can't. Let's see if I can figure this guy out. All right, let me stop it, and then here we go. So is it grassy? Absolutely, it's grassy. But if you guys have been watching my videos, I don't spray. But once you get down in there, just take a look at all that clover. I mean, it's a carpet. And once I mow, all these grasses will die back a little bit and give the clover a chance to come up. I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. For not working any soil on this at all, I mean, take a look at all this clover. Pretty happy with it. Absolutely, it's grassy. But, I mean, the clover is in there. This thing, you cut this once, maybe give it another shot of fertilizer, you'll have a stand of clover that anybody will be proud of. There's some deer back there. Right there. Let's take a area, that same food plot. This is the food plot that is behind my home. Well, yeah, my home. And you could see it's grassy. Again, I do not spray. Number one, supposedly it's hard to find. Number two, it's a lot more work. But I mean, it's a carpet. It's a carpet. Take a look at all this new clover coming up. And keep in mind here, I didn't run a machine in here at all. So when you pan and look this way, it looks all grass. But when you look down, it's all clover. So we give this another week or so, and then we cut that. I mean, you ain't gonna get much better than that. This was pure attraction last year. Wait till you see after I cut it. This was my winter greens plot. This was the one that didn't come up that great because it was very grassy. You could see if you go back in the video, you could see that it was a little grassy. I thought it was going to make it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's deer in here every night, but it's a little bit more grassy than I'd like it to be. As you can see, there's plenty of clover in it. I mean, once you get down into the grasses, it's plenty. So I mean, you mow this a couple of times, you might get a good crop. I mean, but you could see it's in there. It's in there, the clover. If I would have tilled and then put my seed down, oh, forget it. This would have I would have every deer in the county on this property. So this was my, I don't know if I said it already, this was my winter greens or winter peas. I forgot what it was that I planted in here. I mean, the birds love it. I mean, I'm down to my boot and the clover is just about as high. So you know what? This plot is better than I thought it was going to be. I bet you after I mow it, it'll be a lot better. And my new plot for this year, my beets and greens, is going to be right here. So this was like my worst, the one that came out the worst. But now that I'm actually walking through it, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Let's take a look at what was my beets and greens last year. What came out the best? This was the one that when I seeded it, it looked like mud. Just pure dirt. Again, no machine was ran in here at all. And you could see, again, it's got grass. Absolutely 100% it's got grass. But look how much clover is in there. Hey, Prof. Kent, if you're watching this, look at that apple I got on that tree. Ugh, I think I got bit by something. This is a carpet. This is a carpet. It's gonna need to be mowed in a little bit, probably a week or so. I'm gonna just go ahead and mow everything, mow the fields and cut the clover. But you could see how nice this clover really is coming. Look at that. Look how thick this is. And the thing that I like about clover, it really attracts everything. It attracts rabbits, it attracts turkey, deer love it. You know, I wouldn't be shocked if I see a bear in here too. Take a look at all the clover here. I think you get a, you know, pretty good return when you do it the way I do it. You know, frost seed after an annual. So that's the reason why, this is the reason why I seed my clover after an annual. It eliminates a lot of the machine work and you get a pretty good return. God damn, I got bit. You get a pretty good return on your work. I think the only thing that I would probably do a little better is try to seed a little bit earlier. I think I seeded, I don't know, I think it was March, maybe April, something like that. Maybe I would try after I think the last snow is gone, and that'll eliminate, because up here where I am, a couple of warmer days and the grass starts popping. So once the grass starts growing, then you're competing for soil contact, you're competing for a bunch of nutrients, you're competing for everything. So I think that would be the only thing I would do, is maybe do it a little earlier. But I mean, this is I'm pretty happy with all this, and I don't think I could really complain much about my clover this year. So there's the update. I'm trying this with my phone. I hope I can edit this the right way, the way I want to. And that's it. I'm gonna get to editing. I gotta drive back down to the city tonight. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon. I got a full food plot video coming, and I'm gonna try to take my camera out a little bit more this year when I'm hunting. See if I can get me shooting a deer. I mean, we got plenty of tags again this year, so we should be able to fill the freezer. So see you soon.